You're coming in on Saturday with Terry-Dwayne-Ashford StreetNOW News. You're a journalist-in-chief broadcaster. You who have been following StreetNOW News and the JIC journalist-in-chief broadcaster Terry Dwayne Ashford, you may be aware that Terry Dwayne Ashford was detained yesterday by Washington, D.C. Metropolitan Police. Let me give you the intricacies of it. Another parked vehicle. Another a set of officers, this time about 6 of them, actually ended up to be 8. Yes, 8. 8 whiter race officers of all of the other whiter races all came together to work the seat on one black male journalist. Let me tell you how it happened. Simply sitting inside of the vehicle, getting ready to go into the park to take his walk for the day. One nice little officer pulls up and says, "We've received a call and we kind of want you to move the car." A very nice officer, just like, I guess, Terry Dwayne Ashford does it. But there's one difference. You have a badge. Terry Dwayne Ashford doesn't. And with that badge, you have authority. Without a badge, Terry Dwayne Ashford doesn't. This officer didn't seem to understand their badges. This is what we're figuring out. They appear to not have a clue what that badge means. The officer instructed in the car seat that guy, Terry Dwayne Ashford, to move the vehicle up. I informed the officer at that particular time that I prefer not to. The officer said, well, he received a call stating that the neighbor didn't want you sitting in front of their house. Terry Dwayne Ashford then jumps into the vehicle and moved the car per the whiter race officer. Moving the car within 6 feet, he pulls over, and there came about seven other cars, at least 4 other cars with 7 other officers, all surrounding Terry Dwayne Ashford. This is about 7 or 8 officers, whiter race officers. Lo and behold, he had his phone. He pulled out his phone and began to record it for reporting purposes, knowing that there was a target in the car seat that guy, Terry Dwayne Ashford, as a black journalist in Washington, D.C., where whiter race people may be involved in sex scandals. We totally understand that. So we pulled out the phone and we began to record the incident just in case something went down. Well, it did. Officer's name, one of them I want to just totally mention, K. Pitt, extremely aggressive, white, Caucasian female officer. Another officer named Singh, and another Hispanic officer by the name of, I think it's Galero. We remind you that there were about 7 of them, all surrounding one person, one smaller black person. That within itself is a problem. As you know, in the car seat, that guy, Terry Dwayne Ashford, was detained for about 4 hours, in which we are presenting the documentation showing that. And in addition to that, we're going to today release the recording of the 7 officers harassing Terry Dwayne Ashford, having followed him to a parked location. And then after we release that audio, we also plan to release our commentary regarding that particular audio. We're going to explain what happened regarding the registration one more time for you of the car that in the car seat that guy, Terry Dwayne Ashford, was left to live in by the whiter race and the blacker race society. The registration was manipulated in the DC offices of tag registrations using parking tickets to defy Terry Dwayne Ashford tags for his vehicle. When he went back to get to pay the parking tickets that were not his, they had increased the parking ticket and added about $1,000 more parking tickets that belonged to other people to the tags of Terry Dwayne Ashford's car. Mind you, it is illegal. What is illegal? You cannot defy registration of a vehicle for a parking ticket. That's the first thing. And the second thing is, the parking tickets weren't even his. And the third thing is, they tried to do PowerPoints, and they were proving the point by adding parking tickets every time he went back. By the third time that he arrived back at the DC office to resolve the situation, the offices, people inside of that office had added other people tickets up to about $2,500 worth of tickets within 1 week's time. See, initially, when I first went into the office, they said that there were tickets on the that was holding the vehicle up, or the registration up, shall I say. We opted to accept the payment plan with more than 50% down at that time on that day. The DC employee defied and denied the service. The same ones who are trying to carry out this deceit behind the scenes about our registrations are the same ones who did it. The same ones who carried out the registration problems for the in-the-car seat, that guy targeting him, are the same ones that are running behind him with 7 different officers, whiter officers, harassing a black man. You're the same exact ones. And what made it so interesting is K. Pitt, that particular officer, knew it. We're going to close the reporting this morning as we present the audio of the event. Today is February the 27th, and we will be presenting the audio for the that goes along with the detainment of in the car seat that guy StreetNOW News reporter Terry-Dwayne Ashford. We have not designated the time yet in which we will release this particular audio. We are currently reviewing it, but the audio will be released by the end of the day on February 27th. For StreetNOW News, I'm Terry-Dwayne Ashford.